everybody, it's Alexandra Minakova here. I'm a dancer, artist, creator, and today is the third episode of the small series Top 5 that I've prepared for you, where I talk about things that have made me a better dancer and artist, and I hope will help you to be better too. And today I'll be talking about top 5 styles that I would like to recommend you to try if you want to diversify your dance portfolio. Yeah, I feel like industry now is very demanding to dancers in terms of versatility and bring in different characters and be able to perform in different styles. But still, being a contract dancer, I have seen from my own experience many dancers that are still trained in one particular style. They have a strong background in one particular style, and they maybe sometimes don't feel enough comfortable to go and try something new, or sometimes they just don't know where to start. So today I'll be talking about 5 styles that you definitely try, and I will explain you why. So first style that I would advise is jazz. And of course, for me, it's one of my favorite dance styles, maybe even the most favorite. But of course, jazz is about strength and technique. And also, it's very emotional. That's what I like about it. But yeah, when you want to start, it's very hard to begin because jazz is very diverse and it has a lot of different related styles, right? So we know theatrical jazz, lyrical jazz, modern jazz, swing, authentical jazz, Afro jazz. There are so many different sub-styles. But I would like you to start with modern jazz, I think, because it really is about technique. It also contains classical elements, but though they are of course danced in a jazz particular style and vibe, but at the same time, as I said, it's very technical, so it will develop you technically for sure. And it's very emotional, energetic, and expressive. So it will also develop you as an artist. It will also open you up emotionally. Next style is heels. Or as an alternative, you could try Vogue. Because I feel like heels dance is very feminine. And Vogue also, it's all about fashion, about poses, about striking poses, about really expressive, bright, vibrant movement, and which is by notion very feminine. And the heels is also a very feminine style. So I think it would also be useful for boys, guys, men out there to try to feel yourself in a feminine body, what it means to be a woman. And especially if you are a young dancer, you dream or think of being a choreographer, I think it would be very useful for you to try those particularly feminine styles. And it also will develop flexibility, that's for sure. And I'm not talking about the crazy splits. No, I'm talking about the whole body flexibility that is also so natural to female body. So that's definitely worth trying. Next style is hip-hop. And yeah, it's also one of my favorite styles, though I'm not a very best hip-hop dancer at all, but I'm crazy about R&B music. I like hip-hop and I really like this style. But again, if you want to try, I wouldn't advise you to start with styles like locking or popping or crump or funk maybe, because even though some styles like locking appeared much earlier than hip-hop, I would recommend you to start with old, middle and new school of hip-hop, because I feel like it's more popular and commercially popular now, and it also has something in it to give you really this vibe. Try to find good teachers who could explain you the whole basic movements, the whole schools, vibes and groove, and so that you could feel the style. And I feel like learning hip hop first will give you the key how to use other styles better. Next one is very special and very important, ballroom dance. And as a dancer with a ballroom background myself, of course, I would strongly recommend you to try it, because it's a special world, I would say. It's a special world. But of course, first of all, it might be a little bit tricky for people with some other backgrounds because of its rhythmical structures. And personally, from my own experience, I remember when we were studying at the university, I saw some guys with a folk background or contemporary background struggling a little bit with those rhythmical patterns of tango or slow fox or quick step. And yeah, it's a bit tricky, it might be a bit tricky, but you will learn how to lay syncopated steps on music, how to hear those syncopated notes, how to think differently. And believe me, it will develop you very much. Of course, in ballroom dance, there is such a notion like dance line. And you cannot see it and you cannot use it in some other styles. Maybe a little bit in folk dances, where still there are some pictures in dance where we use dance line. But usually, no. It's only one type of dancing where dance line is very, very popular notion, and many dances are built around the dance line. So it's also very unusual and important to know. And of course, ballroom dance is a special culture. It's a grace, it's a chic of being in those costumes with crystals. So everything should be special. Everything should be prepared and looking amazing. But what is more important for me than any crystals in a costume, I would say, is partnership, of course. And ballroom dance, by notion, it's about partnership. Of course, any style could be choreographed for a couple, jazz dance, contemporary hip hop dance, absolutely. But ballroom dance, it's by notion couple dance. It's relationships between man and woman. And of course, it influences your relationships on the dance floor. And to me, it's so natural. To me, it's very, very interesting. If you're passionate enough to learn both programs, standard and Latin, go for it and learn all 10 dances. But if not, you could choose something that you like more, that you are interested in, and you feel more like doing. So yeah, you could choose one program and go for it. And the last style that I would like to talk about is contemporary dance. And yeah, I really feel that there are many dancers with contemporary and hip-hop background right now, even working for contracts. But early on, we didn't have this situation, especially in our country, in Ukraine, because 10 years ago, it was not so popular in our country even. But now the situation has changed, of course, and many dancers really now coming out having really strong contemporary background. But still, I see and I feel that there are many dancers who still have another background, especially ballroom or folk, and they kind of don't know much about this style or haven't danced much in contemporary dance. So I would recommend you to try, I would recommend you to dig deeper, because it's really, really interesting style. And this is the only style that doesn't have a fixed vocabulary in it. It only has some tools, some ideas how to work, because I personally had also struggled to understand this style when I was younger, and it was obvious to me that this is the dance of freedom, but I didn't understand where to direct this freedom. How can I work with that? And I was lucky enough to have really great teachers who explained me the whole system, that this is the conceptual dance, and all those tools, broke down all those tools for me, how to use it, how to work with this style, how to direct your freedom. And I believe that this style really develops wit, develops intelligence, it develops coordination, of course, improvisational skills, and it also develops sense of humor, I think. Absolutely. So yeah, I would also recommend you to try contemporary, or if you know something about it, dig deeper for sure. So one more time, 5 styles that you definitely should try: jazz, heels or vogue as an alternative, hip hop, ballroom, and contemporary. And I wish you to try all of them. I wish you to have a time of your life, enjoy it, have fun. I would be very thankful to see you on my YouTube channel again. And I hope this video was very informative to you. Thank you for watching. Have a good trainings and have a good day.